Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerovator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numerovator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. That's right, family. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now at this great event that's coming up. We are doing a beautiful Iridology and Numerovation workshop on Saturday, February the 11th. Early bird tickets are only $44 right now. $44 right now. All you have to do is go to Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Inner alignment through your eyes and your numeral. Remember, your eyes is not only the windows to your soul, but the windows to your health. And myself and Dr. Shakira Moore will be doing what we got to do on February the 11th. Early bird, very early bird tickets are $44. The second tier tickets is $66, and the last tier is only $99. So make sure you get your early bird tickets. I'm giving you that sale right now, so make sure you support the sale and be in the building on February the 12th. All right, big things is happening in the world, so let's continue with the show before we bring on our guest at the 9 o'clock hour on the Eastern Seaboard. You know what it is. Keep it moving, people. It's King Simon right here on King Simon Presents. Only quality people.
That only comes when you know exactly who you are. And you know the power of your own divinity. To be fully human and full of divine. I am divine. Every single thing about you is beautiful. Every single thing about you is beautiful. I am divine. I am divine. Every single thing. I am fully human. Every single thing. I am amazing. Every single thing. I am brilliant. Every single thing. I am gorgeous. Every single you are glorious. Every single thing. You are beauty. Every single thing. You are light. Every single thing. You are every single thing. You are magic. About you is beauty. Every single thing about you is beautiful. Every single thing. Every single thing about you is glorious. take a breath. Breathe in. You are glorious. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Breathe in. You are wisdom. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath is your power tool. Every single thing about you is beautiful. It is your righteous alignment. Every single thing technician. Every single thing about you. It reminds you that you are spirit. Every single thing about you is righteous. It reminds you that you are spirit in right alignment with yourself. It reminds you that you are eternal. Breathe.
Remember, this music is by Kecia L. Jones. Motivational music, and this is her new book that's coming out. Go Be God, Unlocking the Doors of Your Divinity. Make sure you connect with Kecia L. Jones at www.kecialjones.com and tell her King Simon sent you. I already pre-ordered my book. You know how that is. And that's how we keep on doing. King Simon in the building. How you feeling today? How you feeling? Oh, we got a special show for you tonight. Hypnotherapist is back in the building. Going to show us what it's all about. And we're going to have her coming up momentarily at the 9 o'clock hour. This is the one that's going to, the beautiful, wonderful Kendell Cobb, hypnotic therapist, and hypnotherapist and entrepreneur. More than 100 ways to apply the science of hypnotherapy. All happening today. Make sure you hit her up on IG at Hypnosis with Kendell. That's right, Hypnosis with Kendell. Make sure you like her page. And don't forget. Always remind you, if you want to email her, you can hit her up at Kendell at hypnosiswithkendell.com. And don't forget that IG once again, Hypnosis with Kendell, and the FB is Kendell Cobb. Don't forget that. And of course, the website is in play, baby. The website is in play. Make sure you get the website at Hypnosis with Kendell. And don't forget the 1-800 number is 1-800-503-1993. I think that's the year I got kicked out of school. I better stop playing. Let me stop. No, I didn't get kicked out of school. It was 82. So 1982 is what I got, but her number is 1-800-503-1993. That's right. Make sure if you want to book a session with her, because hypnotic therapy is very, very useful. Like she said, more than 100 ways to apply the science of hypnotherapy. That's right. And you want to make sure you lock in. These are some of the things that we're going to discuss. Look at that. Of course, how it can change your life, the growth in your life, the power in your life, the manifestation, the joy, the transformation, the release, the tenacity, the confidence. We're going to talk about that. Allow hypnotherapy to bring all of the above mentioned into your life today. So we're going to speak about that. Again, that's the number, 1-800-503-1930. You know what? I'm happy tomorrow. This show is coming on HBO. Coming on, Miss Cleo. They're doing a documentary on Miss Cleo. I can't believe it. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, coming on. Lord have mercy. You know, as much as people thought she was a fraud, she was really the real deal. After breaking down her numbers and checking out, but what I tell people, when you have a lot of haters around you, especially going with the numbers that she got, oh my goodness. When you got a lot of haters around you, and you have like a mom and pop setup, and you're doing major business, and you just can't handle all the stuff that's coming. Oh my goodness, it was just too much. And of course, they wanted to move her out the way so they could set up all those other psychic networks all over the place. It is what it is. Don't forget, on Sunday, I want to remind everybody, on Sunday, Denise Renee Muhammad will be in the building. Aromatherapist, author, wellness coach, and of course, credit consultant. Different scents, smells, and aromas can raise or lower your vibration. That's happening on December the 18th. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you subscribe and tell everybody to watch out, okay? It's going to be great. This is going to be a great tribute to Dr. Laila Africa. Legends Live Forever, an online tribute. Remember, he was born on January the 27th, 1946, and he passed on March 21st, 2020. The African Holistic Health Mission continues in all of us, with special guests, special invited guests and students coming to share their part in the mission right here on YouTube. We're going to be broadcasting live. All the donations will go straight to Dr. Africa's Legacy through his Cash App and his wife's Cash App and his wife's PayPal. So we'll be posting that on that particular day. And don't forget, this is a workshop, like I told you. That's the workshop. Make sure you support. And big up to my brother, Joshua Selden. Joshua Selden got something going on. IamPublishing.com. IamPublishing.com. Make sure you check him out on YoungGod_235 at and also on TikTok at I Am Publishing. And big up to my brother Lloyd Strayhorn, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Hit him up at 800-581-4401. That's 1-800-581-4401. Big up to Mystic Ivy. Make sure you book a session with the one, the only Mystic Ivy _333. Hit her up, DM her. And don't forget, of course, Professor James Smalls is coming to Stone Mountain in Georgia in February. So that's going to be a hot thing, baby. We're going to do it nice and direct. So make sure you hit me up for early bird tickets. And don't forget, if you want to support Baba Ashraf Kwesi, I called him for his birthday on December the 12th. Make sure you book your 15-day trip with the Kwesi family. Call them right now at 214-371-0206 and tell them King Simon sent you, all right? And remember, my course is coming up, The Many Moods of Numerovation and Numerologics. And don't forget, take my course on Udemy.com. That's Udemy.com. And just put in the word Numerovation and you'll get that simple 2-hour course. But the 8-hour course is much more advanced, much more information, much more. And believe me, the 8-hour course will be yours once you pay for it. You get 2 links, and it's 8 hours, PowerPoint, and chalkboard. I'm taking it old school into new school. And remember, get all my books. Yesterday's numerology is not today's numerovation as we continue to move into the future. And make sure you book me. That's right. Make sure you book me. 347-496-1022. If you want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. Oh, let me give myself a well-deserved round of applause. A well-deserved round of applause. Oh, yeah. As I'm coming in, getting 3 more minutes before we bring on the lady. All right, make sure y'all get my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability. A lot is going on, a lot is going on, a lot is going on. People losing their life, taking their life because of suicide and all that. And that's why I wrote this book. That's exactly why I wrote this book. This is why I wrote the book. Now, the disclaimer is not, I am not a mental health therapist at all. But I do understand that patterns, cycles, and sequences can happen in people's lives. So you see what happened to DJ Twitch. And I looked at the numbers, I seen all of the mental health frequency around them. Now I seen the 4, then I seen the 8, I seen all of that around them. So it is what it is. Condolences to his family and all those that are going through it, and all the brothers and sisters that are going through it worldwide because of Ellen DeGeneres' DJ just passed on due to suicide. He left his wife and children, and that's what's happening. Oh, man. Woof, man, there's so much going on in the world. How y'all feeling? Make sure y'all share, like, and tell all your friends, your cousins, and your enemies that King Simon is on the air, guaranteed to help y'all become friends again. So thumb up, share, and like this broadcast to build the algorithms, because sharing is caring. And of course, respectfully, this is a troll-free zone, so trolls, please take a stroll somewhere else. Thank you very much. Woo! Man. Oh, y'all can save your questions. Please save your questions until we ask for it. And again, share this broadcast. This is going to be a very important broadcast because we're here to mentally enhance you in some form or fashion and give you some guidance. And of course, once again, like, subscribe, and share this broadcast. And those that are watching all over the world, enough respect to you. If you're in England, if you're in Africa, wherever you may be in this part of the world, we want to thank you for tuning in and locking in right here on King Simon Presents Only Quality People. Well, we're honored to have this beautiful lady coming back on, because her approach to hypnotherapy and life coaching is completely holistic, intuitive, organic, and comprehensive. And without any further ado, at the 9 o'clock hour, we want to welcome the one, the only beautiful lady that we call Kendell Cobb in the building. What's up, Kendell?
Hi, Simon. How are you?
Hi, Simon. How are you? What up? What up? What's going on, girl? How you doing?
Before I say anything, let me just thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
ran my numbers,
Yes, ma'am.
and I was like, what is happening? All of a sudden, business is slow. Did I
Really?
lose my mojo? Like, what's happening here? And I told you when you looked up my numbers, you were like, oh, yeah, you're in a, I don't remember what
You cycle,
season
yeah,
you said,
yeah,
something.
yeah.
All I know is you could see it.
Oh man.
And it was amazing for me because then I knew how to shift. Like I knew what to do. It was, being forewarned
Right.
is forearmed. I thank you so much
Oh,
because I maneuvered, let me tell you. Everything was all right.
give a round of applause for that. Oh, Kendall.
And you know what? I
Yeah.
wish people understood. Like some people are afraid of numerology, they're afraid of psychics, they're afraid of cardiologists.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
when you have that information, it gives you the power to shift a little bit to make things happen. You don't have to just lay down and let it go down like that.
That's right. I always tell people, you got the power. The
Yeah,
mathematics is there for you. And it's not psychic, it's here to manifest the seasons. And it's so
it's happening. Uh-oh.
uh-oh, browser connection. Uh-oh, boom.
Oh, you're coming back.
Okay, good,
I
good,
can
good.
hear you. I can't see you.
Hold on, I'm coming back right now. Hold on 1 second. Let me make
Oh,
sure. Oh, wait a minute. 1 second. I'll be right there. Hold on. Oh
okay.
my goodness. I thought I had my okay, you can keep on talking. Keep on talking to the people. Go ahead.
Talk to the people. Okay. So people,
It's happening.
this is what happened. My
Can you
numbers
hear
got
me?
funky. Yep, we hear you, but we don't see you.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, keep on talking to the people. It's all right. I lost connection real quick. Oh my goodness. I
It's
may.
weird that you're still here and you lost connection, but we're still on.
Yes, we. Yeah, you were still on. That was good because I was seeing
Oh,
you on my
there
other
you
camera.
are.
Yeah, I was seeing you on my other camera. Yeah, I know you don't know how to just jump right into something. I could have
This
let you.
is
You could
so
have just
not my
talked.
speed
You could.
whatsoever.
You could have just talked for me. That's all. But yes, man, all the lights cut out and all that kind of stuff went on. Let me see what's happening here. Hold on. Let me just make
Are there
sure.
storms going on? I know there's
There,
storms that's going across the country.
there was a little rain, but they said my batteries went low, so that's what it was. So that's what it says.
Mm.
Device is restarted, installed. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, there it is. Okay, full. Okay, good, good. No problem, no problem. Okay. No problem. We good. We also broadcasting on Facebook. Also, big up to the Facebook crew. King
I
Simon
didn't even
presents.
think I was on. I
Oh yeah.
thought we were completely gone and I could just see me. I didn't know what was going on.
No, you were still on. If you're on, it'll stay up. And if you was a trained radio personality, you just keep it moving on
Which I am
broadcast.
so not.
Now you know. Just jump right in, like until
Okay.
King Simon come back. Boom, bop, beep, pop, boom, bang, and that's how we do it.
I
Again,
dropped the ball. I'm sorry.
no, don't worry
I'm
about it. Don't
sorry,
worry.
Simon.
If it was, I guess it's not a hypnotic ball, so that's good. So,
Mm-mm.
remind people, please, please, please make sure you go to a website. That's hypnosis with Kendell.com. And don't forget 1-800-503-1993. That's 503-1993. So, my dear, welcome back. And of course, you've been going through your ups and downs, and I'm happy that you got through it, and you're welcome. Your birthday just passed. Happy belated birthday. It was
Thank
December the 10th. Give that a round of applause. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
you.
Okay. 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 And you're 25 years into this business, going into 26.
25, going on to my 26th year in March.
Amazing. Because as I was looking through your website and all the beautiful things that you've done over the years, you said on your website, my purpose in this life is to serve others, to help them heal, transform, and be their best selves and live their best lives. Now, how can hypnosis or hypnotherapy help people to do such a thing? Please, let's start off with that.
Well, I'm finding with a lot of people just starting out,
Mhm.
it's letting them know that they deserve the life that they desire. It's one thing to want it, it's another thing to know that you deserve it, to allow yourself to receive, you know? So the first thing is just believe that you are worthy of it and that you can have it. And from there, then it's looking at, sometimes it's the root of an issue, like why something started. Sometimes the root doesn't matter. Let's just get to fixing it. It just
Mhm.
depends. And I mean, there's hundreds of things that you can use hypnosis for, hundreds
Right.
of things.
Right.
But
Yes.
what's most important, that you, first things first, that you believe you deserve to receive
Mm.
everything that you're asking for. And then sometimes I'll ask someone, why do you want that? Someone will ask for something. If someone says, I want lots of money,
Right.
I want to know, why do you want lots of money? What do you
Mhm.
plan on doing with it?
Mhm.
Is it to stroke your ego? Is it because you have plans with it? Like, why?
Right.
And so many people will turn around and go, oh, well, everyone needs money, but they don't know really why they want money. Someone will say, I want to be a millionaire, but they don't know why. Then many people will say, because I want to help my family, I want to grow businesses, I want to help my community, and I feel like I could do so much more if I had money. So
Right.
when you have a goal, you have an idea of what it's for, it makes a difference. So if you just want it because it's going to make you think, oh, money's going to make me happy, you're going to have a struggle with it. You need to really look at what it's for. Why is it something that you're trying to fill within yourself? Why you feel that you need to be a millionaire? What's the story? Or if
Right.
someone says, well, I want to do this, 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 and this, but I just don't think I can. I don't have the confidence. It's great for confidence. You
Yes.
need confidence to succeed in this life. You need confidence to pass exams. You may know all of the information, but if you don't have confidence, you'll start misstepping on exams. So confidence is a really important one. Another one is forgiveness
Mm.
of yourself. You know what you've done that's been messed up in the past. You
Right.
know how you've affected other people's lives. If you can't forgive yourself, and that's one of the first things we have to do, forgive ourselves, feel worthy. All of those kinds of things are really important, so that you
Mm.
can receive and to know that you deserve it. So I will help people to release guilt. I will help them to release anger and hostility towards others. It's really getting in a good zone, a good vibe, and so you can be true to yourself and really ask for what you really need, what you really want, when
Mm.
you're clear about it. So my intake form is pretty thorough. People look at it and think, oh my goodness, this is a lot. But when we go into session, it turns into so much more, because I will break those questions
Right.
down and really get to the meat of it. And then we go into the session.
Right.
But hypnosis is great for fears, for
Mm.
reinforcement
Right.
of your confidence, for breaking habits, for creating habits. I
Mhm.
have a lot of people that are self employed, or they have side hustles, and they say, when I'm done with my job,
Right.
I just don't have it in me to work my business. I'm tired.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, we've got to get you amped. We've got to
Absolutely.
get you amped. And if it's a life coaching situation, it's, let's work a plan so that you can switch over from your full-time job into your own business. And
Right.
sometimes that means, you can ask your boss if you can just whittle down your days to 4 days, or you do half days if there's flexibility. But I help people find a way to make their dreams come true. So there's the life coaching and there's the hypnotherapy, and they work great together as well.
Now, Kendall, in a time like this, what's going on? Of course, this young man just takes his life. Ellen DeGeneres, DJ, um, right before his birthday. His birthday is January 1st, which is interesting to me because I know the cycles of that. What would you say to someone that come to you with that type of that mindset before they actually do it? What would you say to let's say,
Oh,
a
that
suicide victim?
happens a lot. I
Yeah.
get a lot of those calls actually.
And what do? You direct them to suicide hotline, or you deal with them yourself? How would
I
you
will
do?
speak with them. I always give the suicide hotline
Of
number,
course, of course.
but it's interesting when you know the right questions to ask.
Hmm.
And when someone is telling you how hopeless now here's another thing. Sometimes it's chemical. Sometimes it's because someone is off their medication or
Hmm.
their medication has stopped working. They've been compliant, but the medication has stopped working. In our community, we don't like medication.
Right, right.
Um, that's just the truth. But sometimes you can talk someone down, especially when you ask the right questions or pointed questions. You get them to open up and you can show them a way. I mean, even sometimes it's just a matter of, listen, it's always going to be there, but before you do that, why don't we do a session? Let's see
Hmm.
how you feel after that.
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know Death is always on the other side. It's right there for any of us to choose. But before you do that,
Right.
let's just try a session. And that alone gives people hope. And then they go into their session and they come up, they wake up, they feel great, they're happy. Like it's like turning a switch. It's
Right.
like a light
Right.
switch.
So
So yeah,
it does help to uh, think on the other side of preventing such things like that instead of going down that
absolutely.
road, because
I have lots of parents call me for their
for
children.
children, yes, because it's definitely up at a high level. Mental health and mental instability at this time is at
Yeah,
an
these
all time
babies are
high.
hurting. They're
Yeah,
hurting. They really are hurting.
I mean, from case to case, from your perspective, of course, you don't have to say no names and all that kind of stuff. But from what is the youngest that are suffering from mental health, and to the oldest
Oh,
right now? Yeah.
small children. Small
Wow.
children.
Wow. Wow.
Imagine you're a small child in a home,
Hmm.
a family member has passed on from COVID,
Hmm.
passed on from COVID. You couldn't say your goodbyes. Your parents are depressed.
Hmm.
All of that, and a lot of times when people go into depression after death, they just don't have enough within them to keep it together for their children
Hmm.
or even to help their children in ways that they need. So yeah, it's it's not easy for these children. It really isn't.
And there's so much. I mean, because I can attest to that, because, but when we were younger, living in Brooklyn and going through what I went through, as far as thinking about hurting myself or harming myself in any way, it was also external forces that prompt me to want to do that, because I didn't feel love to a certain extent from not my mother, but family members, or not my father, but family members around you. Because in Caribbean families and certain families, there's classism and the darkest and
Oh
the
yeah,
lightest and all that kind of
all of that
racism.
crap.
All of that,
Yeah.
yeah, all of that crap happens instead of just loving the child for what it is, and what and I can only imagine even what albinos go through and all that kind of stuff, that come through. I remember Yellow Man, the reggae artist, was adopted. He was given up for adoption because of his complexion. You know what I'm saying? But he used music to get out of that mental problem. He used music
Right.
and went down the road. Do you suggest people? Do you use also music when you're dealing with these people in your sessions? How does
I
that work?
use different music, sometimes binaural beats, but I'll share something personal.
Yeah.
When I was 13, I just turned 13.
Hmm.
I tried to commit suicide and I was
Wow.
hospitalized for a month.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it was actually in December. It was right now I would have been in the hospital back when I was 13.
Wow.
And I was not, strangely enough, they didn't put me in a psychiatric ward. They put me in the pediatric ward.
Hmm.
And it was like, it was kind of, remember the movie The Breakfast Club?
Yes, of course, of course.
It was like we kids were like the Breakfast Club. There was a boy there who had like a very rare heart condition. There was another one, I don't remember what his situation was. And shortly after I came in, maybe a week later, another girl who had tried to commit suicide was admitted.
Hmm.
And we were like the Breakfast Club, and we were all sort of long-term patients there at the hospital.
Hmm.
And yeah, I experienced it. And it when I did it, I have admittedly, it was more of a temper tantrum. I can't even say that I did, but I didn't. I was sort of non-committal, really. But I've been there and I understand it. So I think it really helps when speaking to clients that are in that situation.
Hmm. Hmm.
I get it.
You get it.
I've been there. I can actually speak from experience.
And it's interesting you said the number 13 because in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, the primary numbers for what the patterns and cycles and sequences that I've seen over the years has been the number 4, 1 plus 3 equals 13, the number 7, number 8, the number 5, and the number 3. These are the patterns. As a matter of fact, I wrote this book because the two of my friends who was born on the 13th took their life. I wrote the book based on that, and showing the patterns, cycles, and sequences of these numbers that keep on pulling that. And then the guy that just passed on, he's born on he's 40 years old. He's
Mhm.
in his he's in an 8 personal year cycle. His life path is a number 4. I mean, I'm going all through all of this with this
Right.
person that just passed on Twitch, the DJ. So I'm like, wait a minute. But I've been doing this from my
Oh,
grandfather,
that's right.
right?
It was I've been unplugged today.
Yes, I put it
It
up.
was that's right. It was oh
Yeah,
wow.
and my grandfather, he took his life. My great grandfather took his life, and I never knew his birthday. But when I did his name, it added up to 22, which is a 4. Again, the 4 kept on showing up in these
Right.
patterns. It's like over the years, even people that went to depressive and killed themselves, like Don Cornelius. He was in a mental health cycle at that time. He was, and I mean, a guy, my family member who killed himself, Golden Crust owner. He was in a mental health cycle. So I was like, wait a minute. So I keep on looking at all the history of mental health, and then the
Right.
guy that was the founder of psychiatry, the one, the only Benjamin Rush, a European. He
Mm.
he was born January 4th, and the way he tried to help people through mental health is torture them. He used to
Yeah.
torture
Well,
people to get through
psychiatry has
something.
an ugly, ugly past.
That's
And
what I
to the
heard.
point where now if I have a family member who is mentally ill
Hmm.
and she disappeared, couldn't find her. I went to her building. I happened to be in New York and I spoke to the doorman and I said,
Hmm.
"Where have you seen my cousin?" And I knew him for years
Hmm.
and years and years, her doorman. And he said, "Kendall, if you see her, you're going to burst into tears."
Wow.
And I was like, "So she comes down?" He said, "Every now and then. She's very, very thin. She's not
Hmm.
well." And I was devastated. I
Wow.
call an ambulance, I call the police, I call the, and because of how mentally ill patients have been treated in the past,
Right.
they now often have more rights than they know what to do with.
Hmm.
So I go around to the back of the building and I look up. She lives on the 20th floor and I see her on the terrace leaning over and looking.
Yes.
And I'm just like, and nobody will help me. Nobody will
Mm.
help me to save her.
Wow.
And luckily, she's still here today. Thank God. But
Wow.
yeah, been through it. I've been through it.
Those that are just tuning in, we are here with the one, the only Kendell Cobb, guest hypnotherapist and entrepreneur, of course. You can contact her via email at Kendell at hypnosiswithkendall.com and also IG at hypnosiswithkendall and FB at Kendell Cobb. Also, her website is www.hypnosiswithkendall.com. And don't forget the 1-800 number. That's free, family, free. 1-800-503 1993. That's 503-1993. Now, this is such a very sensitive topic, only because you're dealing with people's minds, you're dealing with their subconscious and all that, and some people are afraid of it.
And their emotions
their
and their
emotions, all of it. You
everything.
deal with
Yeah.
all of that. And big up to big up to Phyllis Yvonne Stickney, who just texted me. Big up to you, girl.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah. Aton and her are good friends. So we go
Yes,
way back. All
very
of us
good
go way back.
friends.
All of us go way back. So I'm going to hopefully interview her tomorrow on IG, because she got a big event coming up. I want to make sure I
Oh,
shout that
good.
out again.
Okay.
We'll shout that out and I'll put that up. But it is so important that you, the parents out there, as well as the adults, try to catch it at an early stage. Now, from a hypnotherapist point of view, how do you catch these things at an early age? And has some of your clients come back to you to do it over and over again to just get a footing on what they went through and what they want to continue? Or do you suggest them keep on coming back once a year or every month or whatever? How do you work that?
It depends, because sometimes mental illness is a chemical imbalance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's nothing I can do for that. It's a chemical imbalance. Now, I can deal with issues like anyone else, depending on what your diagnosis is. I do try to I refrain from people with bipolar issues, because it's contraindicated. So not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But for many, many other things, it's fine. Right now, people are suffering. I am so happy to report that my clients are pretty much 50-50 men and women now.
Good.
Which is amazing.
Yes, great.
Because
great.
men they're looking after their health.
And one time we didn't want to do that. We wasn't thinking about no hypnotherapy.
Black people, melanated people.
And you just recently started getting a lot of influx of black
because
folks.
of you. That was you, Simon.
Let me tap myself on the shoulder. Oh, I love my shoulder. Oh, shoulder. Calm down. Do the dance, shoulder.
I had given up on us because nobody wanted to deal with me. All of my clients were Caucasian.
25 years you've been doing this, and you said black folks just started coming towards you after you did my show.
I could count on my two hands how many black clients I had in 23 years. Then I did your show, and then all of a sudden, the timing. I think it was the timing.
Yeah, the timing is right. Yeah, I know. I knew it. That's why Aton told you, I'm going to handle you well. I'm one of them.
He was like, you got to do it. I was like, but I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to. I don't like the camera. I don't want to do that. I'm not
when
doing that. No.
You know darn well you're supposed to be in front of the camera. I don't know.
No, I really. You know darn well I don't like the camera. I like know. This is how I do my sessions. My sessions are on Skype, right?
Right.
So I'm fine, like one-on-one with people. I love that. On camera, fine. Yeah. It's when there's a whole bunch of people.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Well, it's the numbers that kind of freak me out.
I guess you won't be doing any lectures, so to speak. But you've done like shows before.
You know what?
Actually done shows before. Yes.
Yeah, and I've also done mass hypnosis where an auditorium would be filled to stop smoking or to lose weight.
Oh wow!
I've done that, and I'm fine with that. I don't mind doing, being on stage for mass hypnosis.
Right.
What I minded was doing an actual hypnosis show, like a comedy show.
Right.
Yeah, that's not my jam.
No, Aton used to do comedy, so pick up to A. His comedy would be morbid too. It's like, what the heck? The world just died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I tell you one time,
he's all grim, and I come in. Good morning, my honey.
It will get you crazy, and he born on the 7th, so that number 7 boy, that would drive you crazy.
When it gets to be too much, I'm like, okay.
That's my boy. Love Aton. Love it. Big up to Aton Edwards. Can't wait till his book so I can get this interview. He done went on Lloyd Stroh. He ain't come on my show yet. I'm gonna get him soon.
Oh, well, listen.
Yes.
He has plans for you, okay? There was a glitch with something, and he's dealing with it. I can't go into it. I'd love to.
Let's do all of that. Do that off air. We'll talk to him later.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. We got plans.
Hey, Simon, Aton loves you.
And I love him too. And a matter of fact, we was just talking about Caroline's being closed down after all these years. And I have a picture of him and I on stage on Caroline's doing our little skit.
That was hilarious. I was there.
Oh yeah, that's right. And what's his name? What's the guy? Immortal Intelligent.
Yeah, Immortal Technique
A
was
technique was
there.
there.
It
Yeah,
was
more the technique.
great.
Yeah, it was good. We had a good time. We had a good time. But let's get back into your interview. We can start talking about Aton all day. And all the
It's
stuff he
quite a
wants.
topic.
I know, quite a topic. When it comes to what he does. But hold on. Let me just take this hard break, and we'll be right back with the
Okay.
one, the only Kendell Cobb. That's right. Let's give her a round of applause. Gonna take this hard break, family. And don't touch that dial. Make sure you hit her up on the email, her IG, and her Facebook right here on the front, right here. And don't forget her website. Make sure you hit up on the website. Don't forget, book a session with her right now. Matter of fact, I think she even do some free consultations real quick to find out what's going on, and then we'll make it happen. But we'll be back right after this. Keep it locked. Your brother King Simon is in the mother flipping building. It's the numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. Inner Alignment Workshop Through Your Eyes and Your Numero with Dr. Shakira Moore and King Simon on February 11th, 2023. Dr. Shakira and King Simon. Get your tickets now at Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're
Hello,
back.
hello, hello. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, man, the lights went out in this area. Hold on, let me just move this out of the way. Let me move this out of the way. Let me move this out of the way. Hold on. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, I
There
had to go
you
on my
are.
phone. I'm on my phone to tell you the truth. The lights that went out for a brief minute. All kinds of stuff shut down out here. So, oh
Oh,
my goodness.
wow.
It is what it is. I see Phyllis Yvonne Stickley in the building. What's up, Phyllis? How you doing, girl? My girl is in the building. What's up, Phyllis? Yeah. You pay attention to mental health. Big up to Phyllis Yvonne Stickney in the
Hi,
building.
Phyllis. I don't know Phyllis, but I've always loved her.
Yes, of course. We
I
all
don't know
love
her
Phyllis.
personally, but I've always loved her.
And of course, Mercedes, of course, is in the building. What's up, Mercedes? Okay. And I know she got a big show coming up in, I think in Manhattan. I'm gonna have to look up that flyer, but I know I shared it on my live. Forgive me, family. I believe I am on. Let me see if I can turn this camera. It's gonna turn with me. Oh, there it is. It did turn with me. Okay, great. Forgive
Yeah,
me,
that's
family.
actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'm getting better, but I'm gonna have to let me straighten it up and just do what I gotta do. Let me see what I gotta do here. Let me just make sure I tighten it up, tighten up the camera frequency. Now it's trying to come back on. Everything is coming back up. Everything's coming back up. So I'm gonna shut this down and come back on, and on my thing here. I'll be right with you in a few seconds, family. Let me turn that off. Turn that mic on. Go ahead, Kendall. Talk. Go ahead. Talk to the people real quick.
Okay, so you know what I'll do? You
Go
started
ahead.
out by saying over 100 things that you can use hypnosis for. I'm going to read off a list. Number 1,